As a part of Full Sail Partners' 10-year anniversary, we are highlighting each of our employees in a series called Getting to Know Your Coworker. Today, we are spotlighting Sean Keller. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning, Sarah. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. All right, well, let's first start off with the easy questions. What is your role at the company? How long have you been with Full Sail Partners? And where are you located?
I am a senior network engineer. I've been at Full Sail Partners for 9 years, going on 10, and I am located in Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay, great. All right, well, let's start with the job questions. When you work from home, where do you work most frequently?
I actually have a study at the front of the house, which is my full-time office, and that's where I spend about 90% of my time when I'm working.
All right. Well, what's your morning routine look like when you work from home?
Usually wake up and make a mad dash for the front of the house. No, I'm kidding. Get up and spend about 30 minutes reading, getting ready, having some water and breakfast, and then I step in the office and start working.
All right. Well, what is your favorite thing about your job?
My favorite thing about my job is the flexibility to learn new technologies and to explore using them for the company, and the flexibility around working with different people.
All right. Well, if you could pick up a new skill in an instant, what would it be?
I would enjoy learning some app development for cell phones and the Android and Apple arena.
Anything in mind as far as like apps you would want to create?
Sure. I would like to do a fitness tracker that doesn't send all your information to whatever company developed the fitness tracker. So you just own your own information.
I gotcha. So I know that that's a big thing that you do in the morning, correct? Working out, fitness?
Yeah. Yes, I do ride an exercise bike most days of the week.
Gotcha. All right. Well, last question on the job side. What's one piece of advice you wish you had gotten sooner?
The piece of advice I wish I'd gotten sooner would be not to take everything so seriously. Sometimes things get tense and people get upset. It's really not personal. It's just trying to get the job done.
I like that. We could all benefit, I think, from that advice even today. All right. Well, let's find out a little bit more about you on the personal side. When you were growing up, what was your dream profession? Was it technology? Was it IT?
It was not. I always had a dream that I'd be a doctor. My mom is still very sad that I am not a doctor, but I cannot stand the sight of blood or internal organs. So pretty much no doctor for me.
Was there a particular type of doctor that interests you?
It's funny, because I knew I was going into engineering. So I'd already convinced my mom that I was going to be an engineering doctor. So I was looking at biomedical engineering just because that was close to a doctor. But yeah, I still decided I would just go with technology after that anyway.
All right. Well, when you're not at work, what are your passions?
My biggest passion is reading. I read across all genres. I probably read about a book every 2 to 3 days, which is and I actually it's funny, I thought that I would hate a Kindle, and I actually did hate a Kindle until I started using a Kindle, and now I can't stand regular paper books. And it's funny because big readers have this love affair with paper books. And I'm like, yeah, but you can carry about 5 of those around. I've got about 1,000 on my Kindle, so I got you.
I know whenever I do a book, I have to physically feel it. And so although I like to read things on an iPad or things like that, I don't know, there's just something about feeling the book as you're reading it.
I get that, but you can't go to bed with a book in well, I guess you can if you want to leave the light on, but when it's dark, you can still read the Kindle.
Yeah. The challenge that I have with the iPad is whenever it's out in the day, and I guess that's why the Kindle works well, but in the sunlight and things like that. So.
Yeah, that's exactly that. Well, the Kindle paperweights, which are made so you can see them out in the sunshine. Although I can't stand reading in the sun. I don't. I'd rather just get in the pool.
I gotcha. All right. Last question on the personal side. Who in your life has inspired you the most?
Well, my grandfather's 101 years old and my grandmother's 94 years old. And they're both, well, obviously they're both still with us by the way I phrased that. My grandfather worked every day of his, he retired at 55 and continued to work every day of his life until he was about 90. And he taught me that, working hard was the way to do things. And that's always inspired me.
That's great. So 101, that's an amazing accomplishment in itself. And so I'm sure he has quite the stories to tell.
He does. He grew up in the Depression. He was in the war. He was in World War II. He was stationed in the Aleutian Islands, so he didn't see the European theater. But he has a different perspective.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's skip over to this or that. So just off the top of your head, which answer resonates with you the most? So the first one is, are you a morning person or a night person?
Night person.
All right. Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Coffee, cola, or tea?
Cola.
Freshly baked cookies or freshly baked bread?
Cookies.
All right. Music, hip hop or country?
Country.
All right. Movies, comedy or action?
Action.
Road trip or plane trip?
They both are awful. Road trip.
All right. Snow or sand?
Sand.
Ninja or wizard?
I go with wizard.
All right. Teleportation or flying?
Teleportation.
All right. Last question. Scrambled, fried, or poached eggs?
None.
None, no eggs for you. All right, Sean, it was nice chatting with you today. I definitely got to know you better, and I think your coworkers will as well.
Well, thank you, Sarah. It was great talking to you as well.
Nice chatting with you.